What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Dellski channel, the best hooper in basketball commentary, hands down. If you better than me, come see. I don't just say basketball, I play basketball. And today we in the park talking about Kevin Wayne Durant. It seems like every single year we get a KD legacy interview. KD, stop talking to these people, bro. They're going to keep asking you the same questions. He just sat down with Tracy McGrady before the season. He asked him, do you still feel like you need to prove something in your career and win without Steph Curry in Golden State to solidify your legacy? Brother, let's get to the interview. I got a lot to say.
I look back at like Kobe, like he had this chip on his shoulder where I got to win one without Shaq. Do you have that type of chip on your shoulder?
To win one
Without Steph, without Golden State, with all the narratives that are out there. I know you don't care about it, but is there a part of you that has that like?
No, I can see. I'm not gonna be realistic. If it was if I went out there for the Warriors and wasn't the Finals MVP like Kobe was with Shaq, and had moments where I didn't average 30 a game or get 7, 8 assists or have 40 and hit big shots, then I would say, yeah, all right, I need to prove that I can do that on that level.
That's the thing I be trying to explain to people. Brother, he was the best player on the fucking team. Steph Curry, he was better than you. Draymond Green, he was better than you. Klay Thompson, he was better than you. He was better than all you niggas. He was better than you. What does he have to prove? I look at shit from a hooper's brain because I hoop. I play basketball. And if I get on your team and I instantly become the best player, this is my shit. I'm winning all of the awards. This is my shit. You giving me the ball at the end of the games? This is my shit. Why I gotta prove I'm better than you when I was on the team with you and you deferred to me? What the fuck? Y'all acting like he was just in the background like a fucking background singer. No, he was the best player on the team. He averaged the most points, the most rebounds, the most blocks on the team. He was not in the seat. He was driving the fucking bus. Soon as he got hurt against Toronto, what happened? Oh, the Warriors look better. Their record is actually better without Kevin Durant. If you look at the statistics and the advanced analytics, the record is actually better without Kevin Durant. They won a playoff series without Kevin Durant when he was there. So why when he went down with the Achilles and they played against Toronto, they lost? No one can still explain that to me. They lost. They lost, right? They lost. If Kevin Durant wasn't that important, why did they lose? Because they needed Kevin Durant. This man was the best player on the team. He wasn't like Kobe. Kobe wasn't the best player on the team at that time. And the difference is, if we want to keep it real 100, Kobe was 19, 20, 21 years old. Shaq was in his late 20s winning finals MVPs. Kobe was a pup. So you can get the reason why Kobe wasn't winning those finals MVPs. He was a little baby. Steph Curry, you came off of 2 back-to-back MVPs, one of them unanimous. And Kevin Durant got on your team and instantly became better than you. Instantly. And I don't want to hear no gravity shit. Because why Andrew Wiggins didn't win the finals MVP if your gravity is so crazy? Why Harrison Barnes ain't win the finals MVP if your gravity is so crazy? Huh? You lost the finals MVP to a nigga that you were supposedly better than. You won unanimous MVP and he instantly got on your team and was the best player. You was even on the team calling him the best player. Klay Thompson calling him the best player. Steve Kerr calling him the best player. But y'all want to change the narrative. Y'all went and got him. Your whole team, you, Aisha, Curry, Steve Kerr, Bob Myers, Draymond, all went to him to recruit him. He saved y'all. Y'all helped save him, yes, but he saved y'all. His rings don't count, but y'all rings do. If that's the case, Steph Curry only has 1 ring. Because the first one, he wasn't the finals MVP. And LeBron James had Kyrie and Kevin Love hurt. And the second 2, Kevin Durant was the best player on the team. Since we want to play NBA fan logic, Kevin Durant was the best player on the team, so those rings don't count because they were stacked. So Steph Curry actually only has 1 ring. But no, they only don't count for Kevin Durant. How does that make any sense? Back to the video.
But I've done that on that level, so I never looked at myself as like I never looked at Steph like Shaq and me as Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like we were our own new.
Because you was Shaq and he was Kobe. That's why you shouldn't. You was the best player.
Thing. He proved that he could play on that level, and I proved that I could play on that level at the same time. And I think that time with me and Golden State should just be wrapped up and looked at it as such. It should be no more residual from like, could you do this? Or your legacy is this because of that. And if you play a different way, it might change how that time was viewed. I'm just like, I don't want that time to be changed. I want you to appreciate what that's worth. We done moved on from here. So, but as a fan of the game and somebody who talks the game and has that barbershop talk, yeah, if I didn't play on that level in those moments, and I didn't create those moments for that team, then yeah, you could say that I want to prove that I can win without them. But I was a Finals MVP, averaging 35 a night. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
And it don't make no sense to me either. Only Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is literally the only player in history who can be the best player on the team and his rings don't count, but the other niggas' rings on the team counted. If LeBron would have went to Miami and D Wade won all the Finals MVPs, you know what they would be saying about LeBron? You know what they would be saying? If Hakeem Olajuwon won those 2 championships, but Clyde Drexler was the Finals MVP of both, you know what they would be saying? You see what they do to Jason Tatum because Jaylen Brown won the Finals MVP, but the rules is different for Kevin Durant because he fucked it up for 2 of people's favorite players of this generation. He made Steph Curry look like a little man to him, sidekick, and he made sure LeBron James didn't win 2 more rings. That's really why they hate what Kevin Durant did. I look at everything from a hooper's perspective. If I get on the team and you start giving me the ball for the final shots and I start scoring the most points and you sitting in the corner while I do what I do to close games, I am better than you. I don't need to prove shit. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won 5 championships with the Lakers. He was Finals MVP 1 time. Does he need to prove that he need to win outside the Lakers? He did win. But with Oscar Robertson, another all-time Mr. Triple-Double before Russell Westbrook player, Kareem never proved that he can win without an all-time great point guard. Michael Jordan never proved he can win without Dennis without Scottie Pippen. But everybody knows Michael Jordan was eons better than Scottie Pippen. Want to know why? Because he was the best player on the team. Is that making sense to y'all? Shaquille O'Neal won Finals MVPs 3 times in a row. He didn't win without Kobe, and then when he did win without Kobe, Dwayne Wade was the Finals MVP. So did Shaquille O'Neal prove that he can win without Kobe? Even though he wasn't the leading force of winning it, D Wade was. So Shaquille O'Neal never proved himself either. LeBron also never proved himself because he never won without switching teams. Team to team to team to team. Super team. Steph Curry never won without Klay Thompson. Steph Curry need to prove that he can win without Klay Thompson. You see how dumb this sounds? Tim Duncan never won without Greg Popovich. He need to prove that he never won without Greg Popovich. All this shit is stupid. Look at it from a basketball lens. Who was the best player on the team? Clearly Kevin Durant. I seen Kevin Durant go through series in the West before he even got to Golden State. He won an MVP, 4 scoring titles. 4. He was losing to the teams that LeBron was losing to in the finals. But LeBron gets credit for losing in the finals when Kevin Durant was losing to those same teams in the West. The Spurs was beating Kevin Durant and then beating LeBron. But because Kevin Durant lost to them in the Western Conference Finals instead of the finals, LeBron gets extra credit. They beat them too. KD lost to the Mavericks. LeBron also lost to the Mavericks, but he gets extra credit because he lost to them in the finals, so it counts as a finals appearance. He get a participation. Oh, that's a finals appearance. Kevin Durant lost to them too. How do you get extra credit for that? How? Just because it was 1 round later? You play in the weak East. You get to go to the championship every year. D Wade was your second best player on those Heat teams, and he was better than everybody else in the conference. Your second best player on those Heat teams was better than every other player in the conference. 2 best players in the conference, you go into the championship, you go into the finals every year, and you're losing. I don't need to see Kevin Durant do anything outside of Golden State because I've seen him lead teams far into the playoffs before he ever went to Golden State. And then I seen him after Achilles injury take Giannis, his team to Game 7 with James Harden on 1 leg and no Kyrie Irving. Do you hear how they talked about Kevin Durant? Just look at this clip.
And I think about all the time. I think it's one of those series where I think it's just, one of the best ones I think I've been a part of for sure and seen just with, the way KD was playing.
This is Chris Middleton and Giannis' brother, Giannis, TA, whatever you want to call him, talking about how Kevin Durant played against them in that Bucks series in 2021 when he was with the Nets coming off an Achilles injury. He had them scared shitless. They had their full assortment of players. Kyrie Irving was out. James Harden was playing on 1 hamstring. His starting big was Blake Griffin, the corpse of Blake Griffin. Jeff Green was an integral part of them playing in that series. Those was his role players. Giannis' role players was Brook Lopez and Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. All these great players. Look how they talking about this man.
They carried that whole team. It's
Carried the
still
whole
unreal.
team.
Did you guys know? So your angle's on the floor. Did you think it was a 3?
Yes.
Yes.
We all thought he was there. We all thought he gamed us.
Yes.
I'm not even going to lie. Ask Chris if you want. We all thought he gamed us.
They all thought he gamed them. I don't need to see Kevin Durant outside. I don't need to see Kevin Durant outside of Golden State do anything. He showed me already. He showed me he could get on y'all favorite player's team and be better than him. What else do I need to see? Then you have his peers speaking with this much deference towards him. Look at Chris Middleton's face. He's so happy that Kevin Durant's foot was on that line. Kevin Durant's foot not on that line, Giannis will be in fucking Miami right now. Because he would have nothing to show for all those years being in Milwaukee. But that much of a margin changes the way that we see a player. His toe being on the line this much changes the way that we see a player. Fighting for his life with one of his star players missing when they was literally dog walking the Bucks by 30 points the first 2 games until Kyrie got hurt. That changes the way I see somebody's legacy. It does not. I watch the games. I see how players and coaches and referees and the fans react when things happen. I saw Kevin Durant tear his Achilles in the finals and everybody cheered because they knew now we can win a championship. Now we can win a championship. They was down 3-1 before Kevin Durant came back. I don't want to hear nothing about Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was there and they was down 3-1 to the Warriors. Then Klay Thompson got hurt. They was already down 3-1. Kevin Durant came back in there. He scored 12 straight points and got hurt. Then they cheered. They knew what Kevin Durant was about. Some of you guys need to play basketball, man. Go play in your local man's league game or something just to see how, with a little bit of crowd next to you so you can see how people react to certain people, bro. How people react to certain people, the other team, your team, the confidence they get from a player like that, brother, it is different. They went and got Kevin Durant, remember that. So to me, Kevin Durant don't need to prove nothing. To me, he's a top 10 basketball player of all time. He a top 10 greatest basketball player of all time. If you want to talk best, I might have him top 5, top 3. I might have him top 5, top 3. If you just want to talk about who as a hooper, who's the best players, I might have them top 5, top 3. But I don't get into too much of the narrative shit when it comes to talk about basketball players. Because people being hurt and injured and all this stuff, that can change so much. Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. There's a reason why every time he switched teams, people say, oh, it's a super team now. Oh, that's a super team now. Oh, you with Devin Booker? That's a super team now. Oh, you with the Rockets now? That's a super team now. Because he's that great at 37 where you still asking him to be the carrier first force on the team. They don't do that with Giannis. They don't do that with Jokic. Every year, your legacy on the line. If they did it with Giannis haven't been out of the second round since this game, 2021. Hasn't been out of the second round. But they don't do that to the Euros, and they don't do that to other players. LeBron just had Luka on his team, and they lost in the first round. No one's putting his legacy on the fucking table. Kevin Durant, stop talking to these niggas. Stop giving these niggas the ammunition to come at you, Kevin Durant. You are better than these niggas. They mad because you fucked up their favorite player's legacy. You made their favorite player, Steph Curry, a sidekick, and you made their favorite player, LeBron James, win less rings. That's the whole gist of everything. That's really the whole gist of everything. But they don't want to say that. They just want to keep picking at your legacy, and you got to stop that. But that's all I got to say. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Park Talk with your boy Dellski, the best hooper in basketball commentary. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.